Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final game between IdrA and KiWiKaKi, and it is 1-1. I have to apologize for the lateness of part 3, but I kinda deleted the video by accident. I had to re-record it and re-encode it. So yeah, I'm done. So if you guys haven't been paying attention so far, I'm gonna fill you in. In first game, KiWiKaKi took the victory via an immortal drop, and that immortal drop was backed on by warping in a lot of zealots. And I gotta say, it wasn't exactly KiWiKaKi's victory. Let's cut it like it is, tell it like it is, because IdrA's overlord was right about here, and inside the vision, just outside the vision, the immortals were being warped in. And so IdrA, if he just moved his overload a little bit, he could have probably prevented that. But that didn't happen. IdrA lost and KiWiKaKi was up 1. In second game, KiWiKaKi tried to cannon rush IdrA using a similar build to what you see right now, a pylon on the exit, lay down a forge, and then assaulted IdrA's base. However, IdrA wisely waited until the last second to cancel his hatchery, because the cannon rush took place at the expansion, and because of that, IdrA was able to overwhelm KiWiKaKi, who had invested a lot of resources into that cannon rush. And apparently KiWiKaKi is gonna go the exact same build. We have the probe here, we have the forward laid down, so we might see the exact same build. The probe is gonna run around, delay IdrA's expansion, and I also have to say this is the third game where IdrA has gone the same build, an expansion. There is that pylon, and a lot of drones being pulled off, so this time IdrA is going to combat this tactic a little bit differently. There's a spawning pool because resources were being gathered up, and this little drone is just being this little probe is just being annoying, running around here, gonna probably lay down a cannon pretty soon. But IdrA using its drone to very nice effectiveness and nice micro from KiWiKaKi, gonna lay down that cannon, and the probe is gonna die. And now let's see if this cannon is up. Let's see, there's 3 drones attacking it and 3 drones actually going into its health, so I think that this cannon is going to die. Will KiWiKaKi cancel it? Will KiWiKaKi cancel it? I don't think so, and as I write, I don't think he did. And now the only thing left is this pylon. Meanwhile, the overlord is scouting up here, getting a photon cannon and defense, so it is a very similar situation to last game. IdrA has managed to stop the cannon rush. However, this time KiWiKaKi hasn't overextended himself. He hasn't given that much resources to that cannon, to that build. And now soon this pylon might drop. 8 has HP 4, and what is this drone doing? Oh, this is bad. Well, not exactly. I suppose in another tactic it would be to leave this pylon alive and somehow bait KiWiKaKi into laying down more more cannons, and then using canceling the hatchery and moving to somewhere else. The difference being that on last map the expansion was in a very nice position and all expansions were very easily accessible. Now a few Zerglings in here for IdrA gonna do some harass. Sadly, there is only a cannon here and only a pylon, so KiWiKaKi is in a bit of a trouble, in a bit of a jam, gonna pull off a lot of probes to try and stop these 4 Zerglings. And now the 4 Zerglings attacking the pylon. I don't think that is a good idea. Maybe they should go for the cannon directly. This pylon may fall, but the cannon will come up, and now the pylon gets cancelled. That is also very important because on the other hand, KiWiKaKi is now supply blocked. Well, not supply blocked, but he has less pylons. On the other side of the map, more cannons being put in, and now IdrA is just taking out that first pylon. This is a pylon, so IdrA needs to take out this cannon before this pylon finishes, because if this cannon comes up, it will be powered, and it's gonna be really close, really close. Will one drone die? One drone die. One drone dies, and that's it. So this build has cost 2 pylons and 1 cannon, so that is 200 and 350 resources, I think, dedicated to pretty much not getting anything. Let's see, yes, 150. No, that is 350 resources lost for pretty much nothing, because KiWiKaKi hasn't managed to do that much damage. These Zerglings are going to be annoying running away from this a lot. Let's see the units lost. 850 resources, 950 lost for KiWiKaKi, while IdrA is at only 125, so probably the few Zerglings and that 1 drone. So IdrA is in a commanding position. He's gonna start spreading his creep. 2 queens are out. Layer tech is gonna be soon here, and we'll see how KiWiKaKi answers this. He's getting down an expansion of his zone, this time not delayed that much because he hasn't overextended himself. So the economy will be fairly equal. Right now IdrA is in the ahead because he does have 2 working expansions while KiWiKaKi only has 1, but they are fairly close, even though KiWiKaKi is behind in the harvester count. Now this cannon will protect the mineral line from any disturbing Zerglings, and there is 1 last Zergling, and I don't think IdrA's gonna spend much time on it because yeah, there it goes, running in and getting sliced into perfectly 2 down the middle. Poor Zerglings, and just disappearing into the ether. Transitioning SCVs, that's why the income is dropped, and SCVs probes, and now the economy is going to get back. We have warp gate tech on the way, and it's gonna be a while because Chrono Boost has been used to put out a few zealots, and I suppose this is a good thing because now he's on the defense instead of being on the offense. Zerglings are going to take out the destructible rocks, and if IdrA secures a 3rd expansion, especially a high yield, he will be the one in the advantage, and we'll see what happens because both players, I reiterate, this is 1-1 in a best of 3 series. So whoever wins this match wins it all. We have a pylon here, probably for vision and proxy warpins, and 3 zealots are not gonna do that much damage against all these Zerglings. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll just use 1 for scout. Creep is being extended via these overlords, and let's see what happens. Oh, and these zealots are gonna run in and gonna get surrounded by Zerglings, and there's a roach here as well. Probably a few Zerglings are gonna die. Maybe not even that. 1 Zergling dies, and 2 maybe, while 3 Zerglings are dead, while 3 zealots, and that is not an exchange you want to do with IdrA, because there you go, resources lost are slowly becoming absurd for KiWiKaKi. While IdrA is in a commanding position. He has a lot of roaches, a few lings, and I think he will be able to break down this wall because of extended roach range. Now, one thing he could actually do, KiWiKaKi, I mean, he could actually lay down a pylon here, could have laid down a pylon here, and put down a few cannons here, and those cannons would have probably protected this mineral line. But now IdrA sees that he can actually run in. Very nice force field from KiWiKaKi, blocking off a few roaches in the range of the cannon. However, the cannon does fall because there are a lot of roaches, and with the extended range, even these back ones have managed to do a lot of damage. A few roaches will fall, but IdrA is just moving inside this base, and now KiWiKaKi is in a bad position with Zerg roaches inside his base, a few lings, and as you can see, reinforcements are coming across the map. Already IdrA securing that high yield, so even if KiWiKaKi is gonna hold this off, he will be still in a bad position. These these probes are going back there to try and keep up the economy. However, this expansion is in a very bad position. Reinforcing roaches coming in. Now these roaches are probably gonna do some really nice damage, despite good micro from both players, averaging a 179 and 141. Now both at 230 about. Now these roaches are gonna move in here and start doing some damage. Gonna take out this pylon, and that means that KiWiKaKi is going to lose a little bit of more supply, so we won't be able to reinforce this army as much as he would like to. More stalkers being whipped in, and sadly those stalkers are just going to die. Barely born and died already. Oh, very nice. Spewing out some creep in here to get some speed boost for these roaches. All these buildings have now been taken out, so now all these roaches are going to have a slight advantage. There is a cannon here, however there are a lot of roaches here. This is a lot of roaches. Let's see the units have. There are more than 20 roaches on the map, with 3 more, a few more maybe on the way, so I'll gotta say about 17 roaches here, and only 7 stalkers, 21 roaches. Lings are also into play, and now this cannon will fall. Extended range being so annoying because even the roaches in the back now get to shoot, and now KiWiKaKi is pretty much out of this. I don't think he'll be able to pull it back. He does have an expansion up here, but that's pretty much it. And KiWiKaKi calls the GG, and that means IdrA is going on. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next series.